All right, welcome back. We've got some more rapid fire. We got a great question here from Brian Brinker. He was wondering if I could discuss the benefits, downfalls of alternative healing. Example, acupuncture, Epsom salts to relieve muscle soreness, chiropractic care, and etc. Thanks. Keep up the good work. Loving the No Nonsense Muscle Building book. By the way, great read. As you guys can see, we're putting down some concrete back here today, so it's a tad noisy. So we're probably going to pick a bit of noise up. But I'm a huge fan of anything that promotes natural healing in the body. I do not recommend going to a medical doctor unless you have a broken bone, you require surgery, you have some sort of virus, some sort of disease, or you just got a bullet wound in the leg. All right? For chronic disease, I do not recommend going to a medical doctor because all they're going to do is they use a reductionist style of medicine. So what they do is they break the body down to its smallest broken piece, and then they give some form of medicine to treat that little piece that's broken. And all that does is deal with pain management. It doesn't promote healthy healing. So I'm a huge fan of anything that promotes natural healing mechanisms. And a lot of these things like chiropractic and acupuncture and MAT and ART, they all have their own type of philosophies. They all have different ways of diagnosing things. They all use different treatment schedules. But I've found that when somebody can address the root problem, the body will heal itself. I don't want to go on a rant here, but MD-directed medicine is the #1 leading cause of death in America. It's also the #1 leading cause of bankruptcy. That's a whole other topic. I don't want to even go there right now. But I'm a huge believer in these different kinds of medicines. Now, a lot of people don't know that these things are helpful and good for you because, I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the 1980s, the American Medical Association, there was a huge case where, you guys probably remember this, where they went after chiropractors and they basically, it was a slanderous 10-year campaign where they basically called them quacks, and they said their way of schooling, the way of practice, everything about them was a quack. Everything was bogus. And it was essentially slander. And chiropractors rallied up, got together, and took the AMA to court, to federal court, and won the case. And they were found to be they were guilty of slander. And they got charged $25 million for the AMA. That's literally a drop in the bucket. But by then the damage was done. So a lot of the reasons that people don't see value in acupuncture and chiropractic and maybe MAT, ART, and all these different, osteopath, homeopath type of medicine is because we've just been conditioned to believe that our medical doctor, if they don't know it, then if they don't prescribe it, if they don't say it's right, then they are literally like the be all and end all, and that's a load of crap. So again, MDs are very, very important. They do things that are literally short of miraculous, and it's no doubt why many of these, even surgeons and that have godlike complexes. And I'm extremely grateful for my, surgeon who actually fixed my elbow because that's what it needed. But oftentimes, sometimes you'll get, an MD will prescribe drugs or surgery in cases that your body doesn't even need it because that's all they know. And you do not know what you do not know. It's not their fault. It's just that was their form of training. And I'm ranting now here, but I don't know if you guys know anybody who's gone through, say, med school or whatever, but it's a meat grinder. It's literally a meat grinder. And, I'm just thinking myself, if I went through 12 years of school and I wasn't taught, if I wasn't taught anything about the different forms of therapies, I would think that they're not true because you think that you learn everything while you're there, but you just don't. And anyways, I'll do a follow-up video on why you have to be, the medical doctor is amazing and they have their time and they have their place, but when it comes to chronic diseases, avoid them like the plague, because there's way healthier methods and options out there that will get you that will help your body to promote healing. And anyways, I went on a total rant there. I forget the original question, but I'm a huge fan of the things that you suggested, if that's what your body needs. Now, on the flip side, the problem with a lot of these different therapies is that if you're a chiropractor, you see, you say a chiropractor is a hammer, you see the entire world as a nail, right? So that's kind of like the problem with a lot of these different therapies, is that they only see things the way that they've been trained to diagnose things. So, for me, my chiropractor actually has, he has all of his certifications and stuff in ART as well. It's kind of funny because I've gone to my chiropractor for about 7 years now, and he's only treated my back like less than a dozen times. And I asked him, like, why don't you ever adjust me? He's like, because you don't need adjusting. Your alignment's fine. So a chiropractor is good if you're out of alignment. And that applies to all these different therapies. So you have to ask yourself, is this therapy what I need? There are just tools. So anything that's going to help promote the body's natural healing mechanisms is things that I promote and endorse. And it's not quackery. It's not Quakery oats. It's not quackery. A lot of them are very, very good and can create very dramatic results in a very short period of time. So Brian, don't be afraid to check out those things that you suggested. I think there's a tremendous amount of benefits, and people need to know that they're legit. They're very, very solid. Okay, let's just do one question for today. I kind of rambled there, ranted a little bit, but I'm a huge fan of those things that promote natural healing in the body. So if you're a fan of things that promote natural healing within the body, click the like button, or the like button, they put that up there? No, the like button over here. I think it's probably over here somewhere, or maybe it's over here. It doesn't matter. Leave your comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback on your favorite form of natural therapy, your natural form of natural form of therapy that you've experienced that has really helped you dramatically. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon. So don't neglect your bicep training. Now the question is, man, this is literally the most, if you medical doctor, MD, sorry, 1 second.